Hello, everyone. Today, iFirst is hosting a Skype interview with a very important guest, Godwin, who is currently studying to become a doctor. It is great for us to send American doctors overseas to help the needy, and it is equally important to train local doctors in developing countries to treat their patients. And iFirst has been supporting Godwin already for quite a while with his medical studies for several years. And now Godwin is going to graduate as a medical doctor in summer 2019. Now, Godwin, I would like to learn a little bit more about you. So, if you don't mind, tell us about your family and where you're from.
Okay, thank you, Elizabeth, for the question. Firstly, I would like to say Godwin Kojo Ajamai. I was born in Ghana, West Africa, and I come from a family where growing up as a young boy was not easy because of financial struggle. My father was unable to afford to go to school and decided to become a taxi driver in Ghana, and my mother too couldn't afford to go to school, and she also was working very hard as a beautiful trader so that she can also afford a good education for me. Okay, I have like four siblings, and then I am the eldest. And then I would like to also say, as I was saying earlier, that due to financial challenges, upbringing wasn't that easy. We have to pass through a lot of struggle and then a lot of hardship before we get to here we are now. So that's a little bit or a small information I can give you about me, myself, and then my family. That we are not super rich, we are not that like rich, we are just average, and then just trying to do things for one or two things or the other to just to help ourselves get to here we are, and then like we passed through a series of schools and then like education career. Though it wasn't difficult, it wasn't that easy for us. Sorry, it wasn't that easy for us. But because of my mother was working hard to achieve her dream of making me get good education. Like yeah, I passed through the junior high school, then I went to the senior high school, then graduated to become a nurse in the year 2012. So that's a little bit I can see about my family. Like financially, we weren't that strong. We were down. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and it seems to be that in spite of all the struggles, you still continue to fight for your dream. That's very great. You're doing
Oh
really
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. We give God the glory. We give God all the glory. It has been by the
Yes,
grace of God. It's not my strength. Trust
I
me, it's
I
not my strength.
absolutely agree. Yeah, and you're doing
Yeah.
amazing. We are very proud of you. So now,
Thank you very much.
as you mentioned, you studied to be a nurse in 2012. What inspired you
Oh
to
yeah.
become a nurse?
Okay, for me becoming a nurse, like I got my inspiration to become or practice as a nurse in 2012 from a woman I was staying with. Ideally, she was a traditional birth attendant. And then the woman took care of the weak and then the sick people. And that made me realize that my biggest dream is to be able to help those who are seriously sick and also stuck in bed or because of illness. So that motivated me. That really inspired me. The kind of care the woman was giving to the sick people. Because I was staying with this woman, so I knew definitely I have to also try as much as I can and then help one day save lives and then become a nurse. That was the main reason why I became a nurse in Ghana, or that inspired me. I got the inspiration from that woman.
Okay, that's really amazing. And is she
Thank you very
still in
much.
your life? Is she still, supporting you and helping you out?
Right now the thing is like she's still alive and then she's still there. But because of financial challenges that she also had, she couldn't and then she wasn't able to continue taking care of me in terms of my education. You
Okay.
understand? But she's the one that I go seek for advice and then in terms of knowledge and skills because she has been practicing for long. So she has the skills and knowledge. You understand? So I
Yes.
always go to her and then seek for more knowledge and skills from her and also what education. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah, of
Because
course.
being in the medical field or being in the health field, you cannot depend on only one knowledge or education that you get or skills. You have to open up to different people, and you have to open up to different mentors, people who have been doing this for years, who have been practicing
Yes.
for years, so that you can get some motivation, some encouragement, and then some education alongside skills and knowledge for them. So financially, he wasn't able to help me, but through skills and knowledge, I got some impact. I got some impactation from her.
It's very important in life to have such a wonderful mentor who helps you, through all the struggles and
Yeah,
inspires you and gives you, all the love and kindness at the same time, because it's a very challenging field, and it's definitely, it's really requires a lot of support.
yeah.
So,
Trust me.
yeah, but you're doing amazing. I mean, you're almost there, You're gonna
Yeah,
save so many people out there.
Elizabeth, it's by the grace of God. Trust me, it's by the grace of God because it hasn't been easy. You understand? It hasn't been
Yes.
easy because medical career, medical course, or to study medicine is a whole 6 year program. You
Yes, of
understand? And
course.
then studying in a foreign land, and I'm African, and studying in a foreign land because this place you don't have any family, you don't have any relative here. You understand? If
Yes.
you alone, say, yeah, facing the world, facing all the challenges. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So if you don't get any push or if you don't get any support from anyone,
You're just
things will
all
be
by
very, very tough
yourself.
for you. Yeah, trust me. And I give
Well,
God all the glory. It has been the grace of God. Trust me.
you're a very strong person, Godwin. It's amazing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So, the other question would be, so why did you decide in 2014 to study in a medical school to become a doctor? Like, why did you decide to all of a sudden to just go to Ukraine and begin studying, becoming a doctor?
All right, I would like to say I came to medical school in 2013, not 2014, in 2013,
2018.
because 2013, yeah, 2013,
Mm-hmm.
because I saw and knew that being a nurse wasn't enough for me
Mm-hmm.
to help and treat all patients with the knowledge and skills I had back then at
Mm-hmm.
that time. And that sincerely motivated and encouraged me to enter into the medical school in 2013 in order to become a medical doctor so that I could save more lives. You understand? Because when you are practicing as a nurse, you are restricted in a way. You
Yeah.
go according to doctor's orders. What doctor will order you is what you will follow. You understand? But becoming a medical doctor to right now is like you prescribe and the nurses will follow. You understand? So
Yeah.
you are in a way you're having an upper hand. You understand? In terms of treating and then taking care of your patients. That one gives you more light and it gives you more skills, more knowledge for
Mm-hmm.
you to be taking care of your patients. You understand? So I knew that back then practicing as a nurse wasn't that enough. You understand? Because
Yeah.
what you want to do, it has to be guided by a medical doctor. Or the medical doctor has to tell you, God will do this or do that. Then you go and you do it. You understand? It got to a moment that listen, maybe you may have a knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? As a
Yeah.
nurse, but because you are a nurse, it's like you have some limitations. You understand? Because you're a nurse, you have some limitations. Even if when you put, if even if you want to, even if you when you want to like let's say maybe do something, you have to seek the consent of medical doctors. You understand? So if the
Yeah.
doctor doesn't agree, that means you cannot do things on your own. You understand? So I saw it that okay, let's say I have to come to medical school, upgrade myself in 2013, and then to become a medical doctor in order to save more lives. You
Yes.
understand? That's the main reason why I came to
Of
medical school in
course.
2013.
Yeah, that's definitely, especially, knowing all the techniques and learning all of those techniques. It's very
Oh
important
yeah,
because you don't want to do something wrong and harm a
yeah.
patient. It's very important to know step by step the procedure. So
Step
I
by step.
think
Yeah,
it's a very, it was a very good decision for you, because that way you'll be able to help so many more people out there, just because you have the knowledge of what to do when, a person is in a life-threatening situation. So it's definitely,
yeah.
I absolutely support that idea. So
So thank God. And one thing is like, right, I really appreciate what God has done for me because I'm a registered nurse, a professional nurse, and then right now I'm graduating to become a medical doctor. So when it comes about nursing my patients, I'm there.
yes.
And when it comes to let's say treating or taking care of my patient as a medical doctor, I'm there. So by the grace of God, we are having two professional certificates.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And you're almost there. That's the best part about it.
Yeah,
Very soon you'll be helping so many people out there, which we all are
I know,
very
right?
excited about. I first is very excited, to see you actually helping out there and like being in action and saving so many lives, because people really need
Yeah,
it right now. There's very little good and very professional and strong doctors out there.
I
So
know,
we
right?
definitely need more people like you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes. So what are some hardships during the medical study that you faced? I know that you already mentioned kind of earlier you've been struggling a lot financially, so I guess
Yeah.
they would be probably related to financial hardships mainly.
Yeah, I know, right? This is the question that I really enjoy it when I'm answering it because I've been there before and I really know what it entails. Okay, I would like to say I faced a lot of challenges and hardships that related to the financial side of my education. Let's say paying tuition fees, accommodation fees, books were incredibly hard for me. And the hardest times I faced ever were the days when I'll be pulled out from classes for not paying tuition fees on time. And I also faced a lot of humiliations from colleagues who could continue studying and also enjoying classes, while I had to be on the street struggling bitterly to make enough money just to get back to school and then continue my studies.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth, it has never been easy, trust me. It got to a time like I just have to walk to my dean's office, to the deanery office or the international relations department, and I just have to tell them that they should expel me for me to go back to my country because there wasn't any money coming in terms of paying school fees. The hardship was so strong, it was so real. You
Yeah,
understand? So I
it's
just walk and then I remember the secretary was like, Godwin, why are you crazy? Why do you have to come and say you want to be expelled? Why? I said, no, it's not my fault. I'm financially down. I don't have any money. I don't have anyone taking care of me. That's why I came. And like a whole lot of things. At
yeah.
times, friends will be laughing at you. You understand? Like friends will be laughing at you, all because you don't have the money to pay school fees. They'll be in their classrooms enjoying classes,
Yeah.
going up and down, studying, and then I'll be on the street, going from one place to another, trying to get money to pay my school fees, just to get
Wow.
back on my feet and then study. It has never been easy, and it wasn't easy. You
Yes.
understand? So I really thank God when I first came into the scene to support me. I think that moment was the happiest moment in my life. Trust me,
Yeah, I
that
can
was the
only
happiest
imagine.
moment
I
in my
mean,
life.
I can really only imagine that. And, finally your dream is coming true. In spite of everything
Trust
that
me.
you faced, it's
Yeah,
really crazy.
I give God all the glory. Like it has been by the grace of God. It's not by my power. It's not by my strength, but by the Spirit and the grace of God. I'm who I am today because of the grace and favor from God.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yes, you're staying very strong, and I really hope, nothing will come your way anymore. And once you reach your goal, you'll
Amen.
experience that amazing relief that you can finally,
I know,
help
right?
people with no struggles
Yeah.
anymore. I mean, of course, there will be hardships. Life is all about hardships, but I think after facing all of these hardships, you will be already strong enough to handle anything that comes your way.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
Yes.
understand. Yeah, because you've been there before, so you know
Yeah.
how to educate people and then give your story out there so that it will also
Yes.
motivate other people who are passing through that same situation. Yeah,
Exactly, exactly. And you
yeah,
will be
I
able to
really
share your experience with a lot of people out there as
experiences.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really thank God for that.
I think you will be a very great inspiration for many out there, like you're
I know, right?
you're working so hard and you're fighting for it, and that's how everyone should do it, It's you have to continue on pursuing your dream no matter what comes your way in
Yeah,
life.
you don't have to give up. But it's not easy. At times, like the struggles will come to the extent that you just want to give up.
Yes.
At times, the struggles will be so bitter. The hardship will be so real to the extent that you just want to give up. But I always have one thing in my mind is I don't want to give up. I will
Yes.
still continue pushing, and then I'll be praying. And I know one day God will answer my prayers. And lo and behold,
Yes.
on the D day, God answered my prayers, and then I first came into support of my education.
Yeah.
And then here I am today. You understand? Me graduating,
Absolutely.
left with some 5 months for me to graduate. I really thank God for that. I really thank God for
We
that.
will celebrate with you for sure.
I know, right? I know.
Yes.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
crossing my fingers, nothing else will happen. So,
Oh yeah, nothing else will happen.
the last question would be, what is your plan after you receive your medical degree in 2019? So, what is
Okay,
your first thing you're planning to do?
yeah. So right now, my plans after receiving medical degree in 2019, rather sorry, is for me to go back to Africa and then help
Mm-hmm.
the needy. We have people who are in need in
Yes.
terms of health wise. You understand? We have people who are
Mm-hmm.
stuck in bed because of due to one or two, three conditions
Yes.
or disease conditions. Yeah, at least the knowledge and the skills that we've acquired, those people need those knowledges. You understand?
Yes.
So after taking my degree, my first option is Just go back to Africa and help those people. And I'll always want to add this to that and say the knowledge and then the skills that I've acquired, I'm not bound to serve only a continent. You understand? Though I'll go to Africa, but wherever they need, wherever my help is in need, I'll go to those places. It doesn't matter whether be in Europe, whether be in America, Canada, so far as they need my help, and so far as I can save lives.
Yeah, because the whole world is in need. There's so many people.
Yeah, good. You understand? So if I say I'll go back to America, not necessarily mean that I'm just going back to Africa and then be rendering service only in Africa, and then abandon other places where they will need help from me.
Yes.
You understand? Because I can remember one of my professors always tells me, he said, Godwin, I said, Prof, he says, having knowledge and skills under my umbrella, don't make up your mind to serve a continent, serve the world.
Yes, exactly.
You understand?
Yes.
Don't serve a continent, serve the world. Though I'm going to Africa, but I know for sure if America, European, like any other continent, they are in need of my knowledge and skills, we will come out there and then help people.
Yes, absolutely.
And help people.
Because there's so many who needs your help.
Yeah, trust me. Yeah. So those are the reasons, and then like the plans I have after getting my degree in 2019.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to seeing your success and your amazing help to everyone who needs your help, out there.
Trust me. Yeah.
And so I was wondering, so it would be kind of a bonus question, I guess. So what would be your biggest advice for anyone who wants to pursue a medical degree? What would be number one advice you would give anyone out there who wants to, follow your path? What would you tell them?
Okay, my advice to people who want to follow my path, the dream of becoming a medical doctor, is first thing, they have to have passion for the job. You understand? Because medicine is broad.
Yes.
And medicine is a lot.
Yes.
You understand? It's not just a mere program. It's not just a mere course. You have to love the course. You have to have passion for it. You have to be emotionally attached to the job.
Yes.
You understand? If you pass through all these things, you can do medicine and then you can practice it and then you can save more lives without any hesitance. You understand?
Yes,
and then always be thinking about patient's care and then patient-doctor relationship first.
Yes.
You understand? Because that's supposed to be your first priority. Because after you graduate to become a medical doctor, those people you are going to work with are sick people. You understand?
Yeah, of course.
Are sick people.
That's the number one thing.
People who are stuck in bed because of one or two reasons or one or two conditions, their disease conditions. They're going to save lives. So my advice to them, for them to have passion for the job, for them to love the job, and then for them to have the patient-doctor relationship, so that they will also pass through the medical career and then become medical doctors and then save more lives in this world. You understand? So my advice to them, basically, for them to have passion for the job, for them to have, because this work, if you don't have passion for it, Elizabeth, trust me, if you don't love it,
very
you don't
hard.
have passion, because it's very stressful. It's very stressful. It will take all your time. Trust me.
Yes.
It will take all your time. It's very stressful. So you have to devote your time. You have to devote everything. You have to love it. You have to have passion for it. You understand? Before you can become a successful medical doctor. So my advice is you should just have passion for it. And they should just work and then have the mindset that they are saving lives. They are rendering services to people. They are alleviating pains and then suffering from people in the various hospitals. You understand? Yeah. So those are my basically advice for people who want to follow my path. And one thing I want to add is that following my path, it will not be all that easy, especially if that person is not financially strong. But my advice is to those people is that they should just hear my story, hear whatever I've said in this interview, and then it should just motivate them. They shouldn't give up. They should keep on pushing.
Yes.
The struggles may come, but they should keep on pushing harder. They should keep on moving up. And I know on the due time or on the due day, the Lord will bestow His mercies and then His blessings upon them, for them to get some opportunities and then some support from some people.
Yes.
Like I first came into my scene. They shouldn't give up. They should push very hard, and then they should take their books and everything very serious. Yeah, those are the advice I can say. Thank you very much.
That's a very wonderful advice, and I hope, it will help a lot of people out there to stay on the path and continue fighting for their education and for the main reason they're doing it,
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much. And so Merry Christmas to you, and Merry Christmas to all our viewers.
Same to you, same to you, same to you, same to you.
And thank you so much for your time and for your amazing, advice and all your story and sharing, all of these hardships you went through. And I hope, soon we'll celebrate all together.
I know, right? Thank you very much
Yes.
once again. And then thank you very much. Thank you. Say that my regards to Professor Newton Lee. He has been a blessing. He has been a blessing. And then I thank the whole IFS management, the team board, and then the team members, and then the board members for
Thank
granting me
you.
the scholarship. I'm highly grateful, and I really thank you. And I will say, long live IFS.
We
Long
are
live the
honored
whole
to
entire
help
team.
you. We're
Thank you
honored to
very much
help
once
you.
again. Thank you very
Yes,
much once
thank
again.
you.